that's hidden in plain sight. So as you guys can see, we are going to be talking about Mercury retrograde, okay? Only right now, it's not only Mercury that's retrograding. We have 7, yes, you heard that right, 7 different planets in retrograde. That is why the energy is so wild, why there's so many major things happening globally, okay? And we're gonna break down each one, each house, to understand kind of like what the what the vibe is, okay? So Mercury being in retrograde is all about communication. But some may ask, what is retrograde? Retrograde is when the planets operate reverse, okay? Which is basically why it's a retrograde, right? Because it's going backwards, okay? Which is why a lot of past situations come up and things of that nature. So, Mercury retrograde being August 23rd to September the 15th, roughly, is about communication, okay? The way you communicate and reevaluating, rethinking, reassessing, and replanning how you go about things, okay? And this will be in our Virgo energy. Now, Virgo, is our like slightly immature, really pure, kind of innocent self, right? So we're taking that energy, but slowing down the communication, looking at the specific details to really kind of understand why things went the way they went and how they can go better in the future, okay? So that's what is on the Mercury side. Now, Venus and Mercury are going retrograde together, okay? So Venus retrograde happens every 18, it transitions every 18 months, 8 per 8 years, okay? So Venus is actually of beauty, social life, the roses, and style, okay? Venus is actually going to be in the 11th house of networking, friendships, and connections, okay? In the sign Leo. Now, Leo is all about strength and clarity, okay? So we're going to have a lot of strength and clarity within our love, okay? But mind you, since Mercury is there, there's also going to be a lot of fine-tuning, a lot of details, and a lot of communication during that time. Then we have Pluto, which is retrograding. Pluto is retrograding May 11th to October 22nd, okay? And that's going to be in our Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is very, like, determined, hardworking, a little OCD, and kind of like non-tolerant, to be also honest, okay? And that's going to be in the 5th house. The 8th house, which is mystery, rebirth, magic, sex, and merging with creativity, okay? So that's something that you're definitely going to see on a global scale as well. And then we have Saturn, which is retrograding from June 18th to November 4th in Aquarius. Now, we're in the age of Aquarius, so this just amplifies that Aquarian energy, that eccentricness, that humanitarianism, that humanitarianism, philanthropism, that kind of energy, okay? But that's happened in the 11th house, which is dreams and what we're manifesting and hopes, right? So what are we manifesting? Humanitarianism, globalism, helping the earth, helping people come together, okay? That's the Aquarian age energy, okay? So then we have Neptune retrograding from July 1st to the December 6th in Pisces. Neptune is automatically over water. Then we see it, taking place with Pisces, which it rules over anyway. But this will be in our 7th house. Intuition, contracts, partnerships, metaphysics. Okay, so you'll see your beliefs in intuition, contracts, partnerships, metaphysics, come with a lot of wisdom, come with a lot of balance, and a lot of empathy during this time. Okay, then we've got Jupiter, which is going retrograde September 5th to December 31st in Aries. Aries is the trendsetter, is the not trendsetter, but the, you know, the leader. Aries is the leader. Aries is also the, like, independent, self-aware, kind of like helpful, a little bit impulsive, right? And stern. Okay, and this is going to be in our 9th house, in our purpose and our philosophy. So really, you know, taking initiative to start working on that purpose and to start whatever that philosophy is for you personally. Okay, so then we have Uranus that's in retrograde from August 29th to just January 27th, and that's in our Taurian energy. Now, Taurus energy is usually like abundant, hardworking, really loving, and, you know, really all about fortitude and unity. Okay, and that's going to be happening in our 8th house of resurrection, support, and change. So basically, the Taurian and the Uranus of the situation is going to be helping support the narrative of the other planets, right? It's like a if you think about each one of these as a crystal, Uranus would be the selenite, which amplifies the energy of the other ones. Jupiter would be like the throat chakra, so it'd be like the aventurine, the lapis lazuli. Pisces would be like the amethyst of the situation. Saturn, with dreams and manifesting, would probably be like an orange carnelian. Pluto, you'd want to, with mystery and rebirth, you definitely want to use a obsidian there. With your Venus energy, with your rose and stuff like that, you want to use your pink, your rose quartz. Okay, and then with your Mercury, to uplift and, you know, communication, you're going to want to use that blue. Again, you can use you could use lapis. Okay, you can use aventurine, you can use any of that. Okay, so just for reference, for those of you who like kind of want to know what the energies are of these planets, this would be the energies of those. Okay, now also we're going to be going into, did you know, okay, that whenever you say knock on wood, right, and people knock on wood, that actually comes from back in the day. People would knock on wood to invoke demons, to bring out spirits, like the ancestors and spirits of the wood, you know, which would trigger some good and some bad, you know, those who died of the tree, and then the tree has its own spirit and life force. But then also knocking on wood, that's also a thing for some, see it as calling on ancestors for help, you know. But either way, all ancestors may not have good spirit, so, you know, there's always duality and polarity in any situation, you know what I mean? So, you know, just look at a situation for what it is. Okay, and also, like, let's say me and you said something at the same exact time, and I say, oh, Jinx, right? What's that word? Jinx, right? That's a hex. Okay, I rebuke that. But you know what I mean? That's what it means. So, mind yourself whenever you hear that, or whenever you think that. Okay? But anyway, so with this Mercury retrograde, we will be revisiting our past connections, how we can do better, where we were, right? Having some type of OCD type organization, definitely analyzing everything in details, hyper focusing, as well as information gathering during this time, focusing on health, wellness, routines, you know, focusing on the mind and the intellect, growing that, writing, speaking, and studying withdrawing, reducing, certain things in your life, and reevaluation. These are the high key facts that you guys will see during this time. Now, outside of what we just talked about and all of those separate and collective energies that we just identified, there's also going to be a full moon, okay? Yeah, a full moon on August 30th and 31st. It is going to be the full blue moon, okay? Blue moon, period. And it's going to be in the sign of Pisces, okay? Now, Pisces is a water sign. It's definitely mutable. It's, it's adaptive. It's an adaptive sign, okay? But during this time, you can definitely expect to be working on your acceptance of situations, trusting your inner knowing, letting go of things that no longer serve you, letting go, detaching from drama, due to the fact that you're super empathetic, like you will super be connected to your emotions, intuition, and feelings of one another. Transmutation is going to be a big thing during this time. Alchemy is your friend, okay? As well as wisdom. Pisces is the most evolved sign, okay? It is the wisest sign. It has been here many, many, many incarnations. It's also the sign of Jesus. So, just think about these things. So there's a lot of epiphanies that are going to be happening during this time, okay? And also, to figure out what and who is affecting you and how, okay? And if you want that and stuff like that, and also understanding your karma, both good and bad, okay? All of these things are going to be taking place. So you definitely can expect a lot of changes during this time, okay? Don't forget that whenever these things are happening, to go outside and ground. Make sure you're getting sun time. Make sure you're getting moon time. Make sure that you are doing things that bring you joy. Make sure that you are staying high vibrational. Make sure that you are spending time with people you love, and that you are voicing your truest, most highest expression of yourself, and that you are staying true to yourself first and then others, okay? During this time, you definitely want to make sure that your actions are matching your words. You want to make sure that your faith in God and faith within yourself is as high as can possibly be, okay? Because there are so many changes that are happening, not only on a cellular, molecular, neuronic, ionic, protonic level, but it's also happening in the metaphysical realms. This is also happening in the dimensions. This is also happening interplanetarily. Okay, everything is interconnected. Okay, so just know that, pushing forward into this energy. That being said, you guys, thank you for watching season 1. Stay blessed, never stressed. Much peace, much power, much love, much light, and of course, much joy. If there are any topics that you guys would like me to tap on, just comment them below. And if you guys are wanting personal sessions, or maybe to do an interview, or me to interview you or something along those lines, just private message me or comment below. I do look at my comments, okay? That being said, thank you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. See you next time.